5:14, and it is time to get uplifted. And after the heavy news we constantly see, we definitely can use an uplifting story like this one. 6-year-old Mateo has been battling leukemia, but that didn't stop him from living his dream, if only for a day. Mateo's dream is to be a delivery driver, and UPS helped make that dream a reality. The shipping company provided Mateo with his own UPS truck. Check him out.
Wow.
He got a quick crash course on driving, we hope not crash though, in his new truck, and then it was off to work delivering packages in downtown Stockton, California. He even got to meet Stockton's mayor, who says that Mateo is someone that everyone can look up to.
The inspiration for just everyone that there's hope, and your dreams do come true.
Okay, so first of all, Mateo is adorable. That little outfit they gave him is precious. Mostly, though, we want him to get well and stay well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I just also want to commend the people that are behind this, because so much effort, love, and care go into every single detail. And you saw his truck, Allison.
Look at his truck.
That. I mean, that's incredible that they did this for him.
That is a yes.
Oh.
Okay, I love that. Anyway, Mateo, stay strong. And I want to share things that uplift you. You can email us at getuplifted@wusa9.com. Reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram if you have a Get Uplifted idea, or you can reach me on our Get Up DC social pages. As always, join the conversation. Use the hashtag GetUpDC.